My tag is BMC the Pikminator, and I main Almar.
My tag is Ryosuke. It's a little reference to an anime I like, Initial D. And who do I play? I play mainly Mario and Shulk, and for fun I troll around with Ganondorf.
My tag is Naptime, and I main Sonic right now. Sort of looking for a new main, but right now I would say Sonic.
I'm Wormy, and I main Toon Link. I'm trying to re-pick up Mega Man and also pick up Mewtwo for those bad matchups with Toon Link and stuff like that, but mainly just Toon Link for right now.
Hey, my tag's MBG Karna, and I main Sheik.
My name is SB, and I main Sonic.
My tag is Deluxe Menu, and I main Bowser and Mewtwo.
I'm Vinny, and I main Sheik. My tag is TNT. I took the blackout to be politically correct. I main Luigi, and I just switched to Mario too, so Luigi, Mario, and all the heavies. So if you're heavy, I play you too.
My tag is Ouija, and I main Mario.
I'm a SU Littleness, and I main Fox McCloud.
My tag is CV Zay. I main Fox, and I have a pocket or secondary Ness.
Three stock.
3 stock, of course.
3 stock, definitely.
3.
At first I preferred 3, but after moving to Dallas last semester and playing exclusively 2, it doesn't make much of a difference for me. Like I'll play on both.
3 stocks. Yeah, it's a lot more flexible. With it's a lot more. It caters more to like the PvP in the game, like player versus player. Being able to adapt to the opponent on the fly. 2 stock does that too, but 3 stock allows more time for that to really take effect.
3 stock. Easy 3 stock.
I haven't played enough in 3 stocks. I've only played through 1 tournament with 3 stocks, so I can't really say, but I like how if you, for example, SD, you don't automatically like lose a match. And like Rage also affects the match, the game less in 3 stocks. So maybe 3 stocks. Maybe for the viewers though, it would be 2 stocks. But for the players, I would say 3 stocks.
2 stock. Honestly, it's kind of arbitrary, just because it really depends on like who is gonna get like all the momentum first. Like if you take the 2 stock, like if you take the stock at an early percentage, then it's just like, oh well, what am I gonna do now? But like with 3 stock, there's always a chance that you can come back. You know, it doesn't feel completely one-sided all that quick. Cause like even when I play like, you know, the Asas and the walls and flip hop, even like if they take a stock, even if they have 1 stock, even if I have 1 stock to their 3, I feel like, you know what, there's a slight chance. But like if it's 2 stock, it's just like, well, the game is over for the most part.
3 stocks.
3 stock.
I prefer 3.
Since I played 3 stock, I would just go with 3 stock as well.
Since it's being a 3 stock regional, I think it sets it apart from other regionals like on the East Coast and West Coast, which are obviously 2 stock. But when we when Zyro brings out more like top players, such as right now we got 8-Bit Man and Vinny, and I feel like they can gain more experience here, and hopefully it'll be a long shot. It'll take a long time, but I think with Zyro's presence at TGC and Battlegrounds we had earlier this year, hopefully a lot more regionals will convert to 3 stock, because I feel like 3 stock helps a player make better comebacks. You can really show off your true potential with 3 stock. With 2 stock, whenever I play, it's just like, that's it? But with 3 stock, I feel like you have a better chance.
Well, I feel like TGC being a 3 stock regional sort of like, it helps put out like a good example for other regions to look at 3 stocks. Like we have a pretty well run tournament here. No, there's usually no major setbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
I honestly love it because I prefer 3 stock over 2 stock. 2 stock is fine, I can play it, but I honestly prefer 3 stock over 2 stock because it just feels better and you have a chance to come back.
I think it's cool because it's like in Texas, like the tournaments that get the most exposure are going to be Low Tier City that Dallas has, which is 2 stock, and then also TGC because we have like players like we've had DeBuzz come out, we've had Void come out, ESIM, yeah, MBD. Like we've had all these players come out, and so it brings a lot of exposure to 3 stock. So I think it's cool because since most of the other nationals and like high profile tournaments play 2 stock, there isn't too much like data to see whether 3 stock could also work. So I think TGC is a good example of whether it could work and how it goes.
I like it. It's had its issues in the past with time management, but I think that a lot of that's had to do with just rare scenarios that we couldn't really anticipate, like TGC 6 with the power outage because there was just too many setups, things like that. I feel like the stock count really didn't have an effect on that too much. I mean, of course, it took longer. It's going to take longer, one extra stock, but I feel like it would have been inconsequential otherwise if that didn't happen, the power outage.
It's perfect, honestly. A lot of people have always debated whether to do 2 stock or 3 stock, which one's better. All of Europe does 3 stock, and then we do 3 stock. When we invite players over to try it, they love it. They think it's better as a player, but some people don't like it as a esports thing. But I personally think it's all about the players. Like that's what it's really about. You enjoying your time in play.
I really like how it's different, but not too different. I mean, obviously a lot of the stages I disagree with, but at least you get like 3 bands. But as far as like I think more tournaments should have like 3 stock rule set just to test side by side. If you have no tournaments that are testing side by side, then like there's no like sample size. There's nothing to like test against. So it's important.
I think it's, a very good idea. Zyro, Trella, they've just made a huge push just across like the Smash community across the US to be like, hey, 3 stock is important. We need that 3rd stock. And a lot of people have been worried that like this whole 3 stock versus 2 stock argument was going to be arbitrary because it was going to take long, but really it kind of doesn't matter. To me, I think 3 stock at this tournament was important just because 2 stock, it would have kind of taken all the fun out of it. Like nobody wants anything too one-sided. So I think it's important.
I think it's okay. Like, I know a lot of other places don't like doing it because of like time, like 2 stocks, since it's shorter, it'll save time and all that. But I mean, they've gotten it in the past. They've all gotten it done with 3 stocks, and they haven't really, aside from like that one TGC where it lasted like way too long. But that was because of like player amount, not necessarily the stock count. Yeah. But I mean, aside from that, I don't see any problem with it. Like, I think it's great. I think it allows for, longer matches, allow for more adaptation, and you see more from the players. I think it's great.
It's very different. It makes it a bit more unique. San Antonio is actually coming out with their monthly, so that's going to be another 3 stock regional. It's spreading, that's for sure. It's catching interest. Top players are coming here, and they're liking 3 stock.
I mean, I love 3 stock personally more than 2 stock, it's more fun for me. So I'm glad that we actually do have a 3 stock regional to participate in, especially since I just moved here from Dallas, not yesterday actually. So going from a 2 stock meta to a 3 stock meta it's so different and it's a lot more fun for me.
Yes.
No, my first TGC was TGC 5, and that was in late December.
No, I'm a pretty regular comer to TGC.
It's like my 3rd, actually. My first one was TGC 6.
No, actually, my first tournament that I ever been to was the Road to TGC 2, which was in November of 2014.
No, it's actually, I can't remember how many I've been to, but I definitely have been to more than I haven't. Like, I've been to the majority of them.
No, I've been to every single TGC, except for the road to TGCs I haven't, but the actual TGCs, I've been to every single one.
This is my 2nd TGC. I've been to a lot of Brawl tournaments in Texas, but as far as Smash 4, it's just TGC 6 and TGC 8 I've been to. I really like both tournaments.
This is my 2nd TGC.
No, I've been to every single one of them.
No, I've been here since like the road to TGC, which was like before TGC became a thing.
No, this is my 4th.
Just that Engbad was going to be here.
Probably the best thing I would say about it, well, one, it's a national that's like right in the same city, so convenience, of course. But 2, I like to see all my friends and all my players I met, and also make little rivalries here and there, which I'm sure you know of.
Just the environment. Like, I love being around people who play the same game I do, have the same interests. Like, fighting games in general don't really interest me, but like Nintendo, all that stuff, it, like brings me to this scene, and it makes me want to get better at this game because it's like things I have like emotional connection with.
The fun. I love playing this game a lot, and honestly, I have a lot of pride in winning too. So I love this game a lot, and it's like one of the only games I play because I get super bored from my other games. Like I try playing Dead Space, I play that for an hour and just go back to Smash. I try to play other games, but like I really love this game a lot, and I have a passion to get better and possibly get PR and probably be top 10.
It's nice to see, like, because TGC is like the premier Texas regional, and you get people like, I mean, I know there are people from the Rio Grande Valley that are here, and I know that's a drive. That has to be like 8-9 hours. So we have people from like Austin, Dallas, Louisiana. Not to mention people from out of state like SoCal, and you got Florida. So Vinny from East Coast. Yeah, so it's nice because it's a chance for Houston to show off like how good they are and see how they do against the rest of the country.
Just a lot of the older generation players, Chella, Gines, all them. I love coming back to see them. I love playing the game, and also just I like coming to Houston. I like traveling a lot on the road to Houston. It's like a 3-hour drive. Just have some fun while I do that. Also, just to get better at Smash, really. I don't have a lot of opportunities nowadays to go driving to different cities to play. And Houston's pretty close, and the competition here is really fierce. So it's something that's worth going out to, and that's always something different.
You don't see some of the people you see at TGC at any other tournament here. So it's nice to see old friends and acquaintances come together and we all play, talk, hang out, play some Smash.
Well, I actually got an offer from Zyro to fly me here, which was amazing. But aside from that, I have a lot of friends down here, and I just really like the Houston community and Texas community a lot.
Well, the first time I didn't compete, I just commentated. So I was cool with that. And then there was a whole the TGC 6 fiasco and the controversy, and we don't Zyro. He made his mistake. He paid his dues. It's cool, because all things considered, this TGC was a huge success.
Probably just the amount of players and the level of players. We get all sorts of crazy players from out of town. All the big players in Houston all come out for this, and it's just awesome seeing top 16, top 8. They're always super hype.
Zyro for sure. He is one of the best TOs here in Houston, but he rarely TOs. And also the environment. It's very good seeing my friends from Austin, Dallas, San Antonio.
I like the environment, and especially I think the main thing though is the level of competition. It's a lot higher than any of the weeklies I could potentially go to. And then just the people that are here for me are just so much fun. Everyone's nice, and the setup for the stream and everything is done really well.
It's doing pretty good. I'm surviving in losers.
Right now, to be honest, I haven't played yet, so right now I'm just kind of cruising around, just talking to people who I know. But right now, it's kind of cool to see all the top players and local players come in, have some fun, and get some friendlies in with them, along with Zyro with the DQ me.
Pretty good. I've been having fun just playing friendlies, talking to all the people I rarely get to see because I don't go to the weeklies very often around here. So when I come to TGC, it's all these people that I see, and it's just cool to meet up with all of them again.
I haven't been doing anything. I didn't do doubles because my boy Radish King, he couldn't come because he had something for RTC. And so far, I've just been having fun. I played Monster Hunter, I played one quest with RTC. I just been watching doubles all day. It's been hype. I saw Lucy kill Venny at 66. Why? It's been a good day so far, though.
Been pretty good. I had people cheering me on when I played Samsora. I lost, but it was pretty close. And it's nice to have the crowd on your side. That's rare for me. People used to not like me playing. I don't know why. I guess because I'm Bowser, so I'm the bad guy.
Excellent. I actually like it. It's running really fast. What time is it right now? 5, 6? 4:52. Yeah, 4:52, and we're about to start top 32. We're gonna be out here by 10 at the earliest, and it's awesome. I love that Zyro's done a really good job running it efficiently this time around, perfectly efficient.
It's really good. I enjoy the fact that it's one day, so you get all the pressure off in one day. And we also got hotels planned for by the TOs for the out-of-state players, so it was really nice. Like, definitely helps. So the hotel's like 7 minutes away. We're like really close. And everyone's been really welcoming and really chill. So everything's just been 100% really good. And it's super organized, like one of the fastest running tournaments.
My thoughts about this TGC, yeah, I think it was a pretty big success. We got it through with everything like pretty quick. Like it's not even 6 o'clock yet. We about to enter like the top 32 bracket. So I think it's pretty dope. So good job, Zyro.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking it. Everything was running smoothly. Made it through my pool.
It's good. I'm not competing. I'm on a little bit of a hiatus, but running stream for Fire Nation Smash and being able to be behind the scenes, it's pretty exciting.
It was my best one yet. I didn't make it out of pools. I was 1 or 2 matches away from it, but I enjoyed this one a lot. It was smaller than I was expecting, but that happens, you know?
I just listen to my music and just try and focus on that.
My main focus, which kind of plays into all my play styles and with any tournament right now, is just don't go on autopilot. Because that's how I always get my ass kicked in bracket, because sometimes I just zone out, I just keep doing the same moves, I won't adapt, and this is really very helpful advice for anyone who becomes a competitive player, not just in Smash, but for whatever you do, don't go on autopilot, and you always need to download and read your opponent.
I don't look at my bracket before I play. I just wait for my match to get called, because if I know who I'm fighting, I start thinking like a lot, I start backtracking myself, start second guessing, you know.
I think about who I'm fighting. I'm like, okay, if I know and beat them before, it's possible to beat them again. They might have gotten better because most people improve over time. So I was like, I usually walk in with a game plan like Wispy's most of the time because he helped me out with that. So I usually like, okay, if I know he's let's say I'm fighting like an Olimar like Shauna, he's gonna camp me out, so I could just camp him out instead. But that's what I did to him yesterday. And also, let's say I fight aggressive character like I fight Wispy's Diddy, I have to space it out. I can't go in front of him. I go aggro, I'm dead. So I just have to think about what character I'm fighting and how I'm going to play against them. And think about what combos work at certain percentages, which I have already mastered over laving over time.
For me, I try to say, like, my mentality is usually like, if I win, like, that's great. If I lose, then that's something to learn from. So, like, if I win, I win. If I lose, I learn. So I never really lose, so I don't really get salty or go until...
It depends. I go in, I'm going to try my best, and I really want to win. But at the same time, I understand that a lot of crazy things happen in Smash 4. So it varies. Like, there's a lot of random variables that I can't account for. Like, I think the last TGC I lost to Tippy, the Lucina, and I never would have expected that to happen. But, I mean, things happen.
My mentality changes depending on game one. If I lose game one, I have to think, okay, why did I lose that? Was it a bad loss? Do I need to switch? Will my other character cover this? Or if I win, was it too hard? Should I switch? You know, it's the same thing like as if I win and lose, should I switch and stuff like that. But when it comes to like playing any player that's a good player, every player is fair game. You know, the only thing that comes to difference is do I know the matchup well enough as this or that? You know.
Just gonna play my best. Not gonna put too much pressure on myself, and even if I get 99th place, if I played my best, like I'm fine with how I played. But even if I win the tournament, if I don't play up to my standards, then I'll be upset. So my only thing is I want to play my best.
My mentality into the bracket, it's always just treat it as a learning experience, no matter what. Because I wasn't just involved in this, I was involved in Street Fighter on the other side too. So literally, whenever I go in the bracket, especially at like a regional like this, I just take it all in, win or lose, because you're just playing amongst greats. And that's even in weeklies, you're playing amongst greats. So you should like really take it all in. So that's what I do. That's my attitude whenever I go in the bracket.
Don't lose. Play my best.
Every time that I compete, I don't think about winning. I think about trying my best to my capabilities. And if I win, then, that means that I did good. But if I lose, I need to improve.
I just want to do as best I can. Usually I want to like pick out a name that I can recognize in the bracket and just get to that person, or if not, if I'm on the opposite side, I want to get out of bracket and go to pools, or get out of pools and go to bracket. And then after that, I just want to get better. I just want to play the best people and get the best advice and just evaluate how I did and if I did better than last time, so on and so forth.
I just go in blindly, playing it safe.
Probably the best thing I would do for advice like that, for how to read your opponent, is that you need to pay attention to their play style. Just see, are they playing defensively? Are they playing like super offensively? And you need to think about your play style too. Like, how can I counteract to that, and how can I come out on top? Which, I'll be honest, is very hard to do. But I feel like that's one of the key things you need to be successful in the Smash community.
I go into it kind of blind, but prepared to like play to win. You know.
Sometimes I just go in blindly, but like I just like if I know the character, I think I'll be fine. I just need if I know, like, say I fight Karna, I know he's better than me because he has a better mentality. He knows how to adapt better. Like most of the time, it's by like my adaptation skill, which is getting better over time.
If I'm like really try hard, I'll like look them up. Right. But usually I only do that for like Texas Showdown. But for the most part, I go in blind, and then I kind of see like I'm trying to improve on my adaptation skills. Right. So like when I go to like a really big tournament like Genesis or CEO, that's when I'll start like studying my opponents and like watching videos and like trying to see what they think. But But unless I'm like really trying to win, I usually go in blindly just to work on my adaptation.
I prefer to go in blindly, but sometimes if I start feeling nervous about the opponent I'm playing against, like if I know that they have a reputation, or I've heard of them like through the grapevine on Twitter or anything like that, then I would definitely look at some videos, not a lot, just one or two, just to get a good idea of what they're doing in the neutral, how they manage themselves when they're behind or ahead, just to get a general idea of how they're going to play, and just go. I pretty much roll with it from there. I don't really like to prepare too much in that regard.
I've yet to study an opponent, really. So pretty much, yeah, I go in blindly, at least the first time I play them. But if I play them again, I study them for sure.
As far as the threats go, I definitely study my opponents on YouTube or whatever. But I also like have really good adapting, so I guess both.
I try to study my opponent like a little bit. Whenever I like say somebody's in my pool, like I'm gonna go watch the pool matches because I want to see what's up. You know, I don't want to like get mixed up. You know, I don't want to go in with assumptions like thinking that this person main Yoshi, but oh wait, he's actually a Game & Watch man. Oh, but I don't know the Game & Watch matchup. But all this stuff could have been avoided if you would just sat back and just watched them really quick. So yeah, so I'll study my opponent just a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna creep on them like, hey, who'd you play next? Can I watch you play? Like, it's not that crucial, but
I definitely always check to see who I'm playing, just so I can have an idea. I can kind of mentally prepare myself,
Blind, I guess. I don't even look at my bracket sometimes, so.
Today was actually my first time I ever studied an opponent before I faced them, and that was 8-Bit Man. And I watched the match or two of him. It wasn't a full-on study, but I wanted to see how he handled the Fox matchup, and he knew it. He definitely knew what he was doing. He bodied me. It was a lot of fun though, and the studying I did helped.
Sure.
But the man can believe whatever he wants. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know, man. It's tough. I think he could take it. He's gonna do it.
Yes. Let's go!
Of course. Maybe. We'll see. I'm definitely going to be watching that. Keep my eyes glued.
No.
I think he'll get minimum top 2. I could see him winning, though.
okay. I want to make this clear for everybody watching, everybody listening to this interview. Lupe Fiasco is probably the most vicious person on this planet. He's taken many a soul to the depths of the underworld, and when he goes to Evo this year, he's looking to take more. And everybody would just do well to just stay out of his way. Just period.
It's a serious question, right?
I mean, he has beaten Daigo, so I think he's a contender. Yeah.
He needs to stop. Just Please. Stop. Zero. If he goes, he's got this.
He better. I'll be upset if he doesn't, man.